Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Dorothy, and I thought I would do a story time, and not just any story time. I decided I would do a Tinder story time. And we all know how interesting story times can be about Tinder, and this one is interesting to say the least. So I get on Tinder, and keep in mind that I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I just wanted something to last more than a few months, but keep in mind, I also didn't expect much from Tinder, but I still was not expecting this. So I swiped right in the sky, and we ended up matching, and it was kind of cute, so I was kind of excited. So anyways, we talked for a little bit, and we exchanged phone numbers. After we exchanged phone numbers, he started texting me for a little bit longer, and then he suggested that we set up a date. And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'm free next week. And then when I suggest that, he proceeds to tell me that he can't do it next week because he's getting surgery. And I was like, oh my gosh, what kind of surgery are you having, if you don't mind me asking? And then he proceeds to tell me that he is getting circumcised. I was kind of, kind of taken aback by this, but I'm an open-minded person. He asked me not to judge him, and he just said it was something that he had been self-conscious about, and he just wanted it done. And being the non-judgmental person that I am, I told him I understood, and that I definitely wouldn't judge him, and we could set up a date at a later time. At this point, he proceeds to ask me if I would come over and see if his penis looks normal. Yes, he asked me if I could come over to see if his penis looked normal. At that point, I'm like, okay, I still want to give this kid the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just doesn't know how weird this sounds. I proceed to tell him that, no, I don't really know you that well. I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. And after that, we just kind of had normal conversations. But then it kind of just went out because I just couldn't get over the fact that he asked that. But anyways, fast forward, I get into a relationship, and we last for a while, but then we break up. So a few months later, I ended up back on Tinder again. So yeah, I'm on Tinder, and you would think that that would be the end of that story. No, it's not. So I swipe right. Like I said before, this is a long time in between. But I'm swiping right, and I end up matching with the same guy. Didn't recognize him, but we ended up matching again. So me and him start talking like before. We exchange phone numbers, and then once again he asked me when I want to set up a date, and I tell him next week, and he tells me the exact same story about the surgery and the circumcision. And at that point, I'm like, really, bro? You did all this to try to get me over there to try to hook up with me? Yes, that is what he was trying to do, because clearly the story was a lie. He wanted me to come over there to look at his penis so he could stick it inside me. And no, it did not work. And my public service announcement to men, I'm going to need you to do better, because out of all the things that you could try to get with a girl, that is definitely not one way to do it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and like. And keep in mind that I do I do videos every week, so just keep on coming back and subscribe. Bye!